you know, giving the world to the women. And they kind of like taking the blind man out of the chair on a boat, driving the boat, taking the blind man out of the chair that drives the boat, and putting somebody in there who can see. And that's all I did. I replaced the blind driver with someone who could see. Men are blind. They can't see past their penis. And for some of them, that ain't Paul. So, you know, just whatever. I feel sorry for some guys out there. They really gotta wonder. You know, I imagine guys like that don't have much sex. And they don't jerk off because their hand's too big. So, I don't know. God screwed them big time. Big time. But there's only one thing I do know. They deserved it. Because you only get what you deserve. So. And don't think it's so good to be really big. Girls don't want that either. You know, porn, yeah. They get paid to do that. But they're not looking for that. It ruins them. Stretches them out. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? There was a girl who did a porn. She was a porn star, and she had a guy, I don't know if he was black or white, but he had a big dick, and he did it to her, and she couldn't have children anymore. They ripped her out. Ripped all her shit out. That was it. Couldn't have children anymore. And she tried to sue, but I don't know what the outcome of the case was, but she sued the production company. But, you know, I'm sure she signed a waiver. Yeah. So, you know, what do you think? Everybody thinks there's like a program to think certain ways. Like a big dick is good, and a big wallet is good, and as many degrees as you can stack on top of the other is a good thing, and it's all crap. It's all crap. Girls like a 7-inch dick, and anything other than that is too big. You know. And really, at that point, it just comes with what you do with it. You know, it's not how big it is; it's what you do with it. But you don't need $200 billion. You know, if you need $200 billion to get laid, you got a fucking major problem. And I'll bet if you have $200 million, nobody wants to screw you. You know, Bezos don't have an easy time getting girls because he's a fucking asshole. So, what was the other one? Education. The smarter you are, the dumber you are. I got a 4-year degree. I don't have a PhD or anything, or a master's. I was like, I wasted enough money. I don't need to go further. And it's funny, you know, because they labeled me with a mental illness, I qualified for dismissal of all my student loans. So I had $60,000 in student loans, and I never made one payment. And they erased it. So, and the way they erased it is I could win the lottery now, and they can't take it back. So, go figure. That's what God did for me, you know. He erased my debt. I got a free education. They can't take the education out of the brain, but they can't take the money out of the wallet either. So, I don't know. I don't think I needed the education. If anything, I think the education just gave me more confidence. It helped me with my confidence. You know, because I did good in school. I didn't do bad. Everybody wanted me to work with them and tutor them and stuff like that because I knew what was going on. I knew the score. And I didn't do the homework. I didn't do any of the work. I just knew what was going on. So, and the teachers hated it. The teachers hated it.